Just 5 days after the end of the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln is the final of the 600,000 deaths in America's bloodiest conflict. The country is divided, and the world looks at American democracy as a failed experiment. But what most don't realize is that a new era has dawned. The nation is entering an age of advancement. And from the void left by the death of perhaps the greatest statesman we will ever know, a new breed of leader will emerge.
The Rockefellers, the Fords, the Carnegies were the first generation of what we know is now the entrepreneurial rock stars, or what are today are the Buffetts and the Jobs and the Gates. They were the ones that set the standard for the American dream. They owned a new frontier, literally and figuratively, of who we are as a culture.
Men of insight, innovation, and ingenuity, the likes of which the world has never seen. And over the next 5 decades, this small group will change history, propelling the United States of America to greatness. At 31, Edison is on the verge of his greatest innovation yet.
Stream of invisible energy that heat tiny filaments in the bulbs that, like magic, make them glow.
Electric light will revolutionize the world. Like fire or the wheel, it will transform human existence. Feeling the pressure from Morgan, Edison sets out on a mission to prove his direct current is the safest form of electricity.
The war of the electric currents is the dark side of Thomas Edison. The tactic that Edison took was to persuade people that alternating current was the killer current. It is a side of Edison we don't normally see.
He begins using Tesla's alternating current in a series of demonstrations, hoping to scare the public about AC's power. Edison devotes his lab's attention to the development of the world's first electric chair. It's the perfect opportunity to prove that Tesla's AC is dangerous, even deadly.
Please welcome the new wizard of electricity, Nikola Tesla.
My first demonstration is for those amongst you who fear that AC and high voltage will make the world unsafe.
Tesla travels the country, showing AC pulsing through him. The successful demonstrations have orders for Westinghouse power stations pouring in.
People who understood the science of electricity realized that Tesla was a new giant and a significant rival.
Chicago is about to host one of the globe's landmark events, the World's Fair. Organizers want it to be the most stunning display of technology ever seen. They decide to light the entire event using electricity. On opening night, with the eyes of the world on Chicago, they flip the switch. And instantly, over 200,000 light bulbs come to life.
"27 million people came to this fair and saw an electrified world. And that had a huge, huge impact in spreading this technology. People realized that there was a whole electrical future coming.
It's a display unlike any the world has ever seen. And it's all powered using George Westinghouse and Nikola Tesla's alternating current electricity. Using the assembly line, Ford workers can build cars up to 8 times faster than any other automobile factory in the world. What once took 12 hours to assemble now takes an hour and a half. The innovation allows Ford to standardize the 8-hour workday, 5 days per week. His revolution inspires an entire generation of visionaries who will transform the fabric of American life. Childhood friends William Harley and Arthur Davidson attach an engine to a bicycle and begin selling motorcycles to the masses. Milton Hershey applies Henry Ford's assembly line model to the mass production of chocolate. Chicago merchant William Wrigley takes his chewing gum national. And in Hollywood, Polish immigrant Max Factor begins distributing cosmetics for movie stars to drugstores across the country, inventing a completely new consumer product, makeup. The new breed of businessman may be doing things differently from their predecessors, but their innovations wouldn't be possible without the groundwork laid by men like Cornelius Vanderbilt, Andrew Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, and John D. Rockefeller. The result is broad prosperity shared throughout the country, and perhaps America's greatest innovation yet, a thriving and prosperous middle class.
The Industrial Revolution created the development of the middle class. It created wealth that we never would have imagined possible before.
America was transformed by the vision, the incredible hard work and determination, and the willingness to take big risks that these men displayed. There is also no question that these men could not have done what they did anywhere else but America, because this place allows more people to dream than any other place in the world. All that matters is how big do you want to dream and how hard do you want to work.
From a broken country into the most powerful nation on earth, they didn't discover this modern America. They built it.
Get a telegram to Johnstown. Tell them to evacuate.
The message reads, South Fork Dam liable to break. Notify the people to prepare for the worst. The Johnstown Telegraph Office has seen the same warning many times before. They ignore it.
away from the window.
When the water stops, more than 2,000 people lie dead. One in 3 are so mutilated they can't even be identified. "1,600 homes are destroyed, and over 4 square miles of the town are completely leveled. The Johnstown flood is the worst man-made disaster in the United States prior to 9/11. Bodies will be found for years to come. Some as far away as Cincinnati, 350 miles from Johnstown. Volunteers come from across the country to assist in the recovery. The flood is the first major peacetime relief effort of the recently formed American Red Cross. As outrage over the flood grows, the public looks for someone to blame. Most of that blame falls on the members of the South Fork Fishing and Hunting Club. But the members deny responsibility. Lawsuits are filed, but they're ultimately unsuccessful. In the eyes of an angry public, the South Fork members, including Henry Frick, have gotten away with murder.
Help you. May the Lord free you from sin and save you.
2,000 steelworkers barricade the front of the plant to prevent Frick from bringing in replacements. For years, the Pinkerton detectives have been a private police force, best known for tracking down train robbers. They even stopped a plot to assassinate Abraham Lincoln and were hired as the president's personal bodyguards. But now they've become an army for hire. With more men and guns than the US military. If you have the money, they'll fight for you.
We're here to take possession of this property.
No! I suggest you turn around and go home. You're not getting in.
If you do not stand aside, we will mow every one of you down.
Blood of innocent men will be on your hands.
Tear down this barricade!
fighting stops, 9 Carnegie Steel workers lie dead, while countless others sustain severe injuries. But they manage to hold their ground until Pennsylvania's governor sends in the state militia to finally restore order. Homestead is back in the hands of management. But Andrew Carnegie's problems are far from over. The public is outraged over the violence, blaming Chairman Henry Frick directly. Many are demanding justice for the dead.
Mr. Frick,